What is up, YouTube? It is Sammy from RSFC Entertainment, and today this channel is bringing you guys something a little bit different. Back on my old channel, I used to bring videos such as this, and I was getting a lot of love for it. I believe this was the 2012 season. So coming into the 2016-2017 season, I'm going to be doing this series, which is going to be point guard, shooting guard, small forwards, power forwards, and centers. So you can be expecting these types of videos. And I'm going to be doing some more update videos with the actual NBA. So to get right into it, the top 10 projected NBA point guards of 2016-2017. Honorable mentions, gotta include a couple, but I'm not gonna go too in depth with them. The first one's gotta be Mike Conley. Mike Conley is the highest paid player in NBA history. I don't know if he can produce, definitely not the money that he's being given, but maybe he can be an all-star caliber player this year. My second honorable mention gotta go to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson is a player who's trying to come into himself, and in Detroit he has the ability to take the reins of that team and lead them to a higher seed in the Eastern Conference. Those are just a couple, but to get right into the list, at number 10 we got my man Jeff Teague. Jeff Teague is a great player, and I feel like he's underrated, and I feel like going into Indiana he's gonna feel more freedom and not have these trade rumors looming over his head. And I feel like he's really going to take advantage of that and play a lot better and come into his own this season. So I got him at number 10. Keep in mind, this is all projected. Anything can happen. At number 9, I got my man Kyle Lowry. And let me tell you, I really wanted to put Kyle Lowry higher on this list, but he's just not consistent enough, and I feel like he's going to disappoint the Raptors fans. Come playoff time, he just doesn't perform. And with a team, you always want your team to keep moving forward, and I feel like Toronto reached its peak this year, but I could be wrong. I just feel like there's no way that anyone's getting past Cleveland in the East, unless there's drastic changes in the East and someone can form another super team of sorts. At number 8, I got my man Isaiah Thomas. I'm from Boston. I love Isaiah Thomas. The man is just so fun to watch. He's a short guy who scraps in there. He gets some buckets, and he's playing great. He was an all-star for the first time, a second-round pick. I believe he was the last pick in the draft, which is crazy to think about. People slept on him, and he's ready to lead this Boston team further in the playoffs and make a solid playoff push, maybe even the Eastern Conference Finals. You never know. So at number 7, my man Kemba Walker. I'm a huge Kemba Walker fan. This guy is another one that I really enjoy watching. He has quick crossovers. He's one of those guys who can break someone's ankle on any given night, and I really think that he's going to come into his own this season as far as, stepping up his game. He's already been a great player, and I feel like he can lead his team maybe to a better position. I don't know, but I think he's definitely deserving of that number 7 spot. At number 6, I got my man John Wall here. I know John Wall is going to come back stronger this season. He got Bradley Beal back, so, you should expect more out of John Wall. His team didn't even make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference, and they strongly took a step back from the previous season. So, definitely expect John Wall to come back strong. I certainly think he will, and that's number 6. These next 5 spots are extremely difficult for me, but especially the next 3, because these 3 players, I don't know who to put where. But I got Damian Lillard at number 5. Damian Lillard is a young player who was on the rise. He averaged about 25 points last season and didn't make the All-Star team. This was probably due to Kobe Bryant, but the previous 2 seasons before that, he made the All-Star team. And this guy just led a team that everyone counted out of the West to, I believe, the 4th seed or 5th seed. So, definitely impressed with this guy. He is going to come out firing. And, he could have easily been number 3 on this list. But at number 4, I had to go with the OG, Chris Paul. This man has been doing it for so long. He is such a great point guard, top 10 all-time point guard, and you can only expect him to be. He definitely wants a ring. Every player wants a ring, but Chris Paul is one of those guys that he really wants it. You know what I mean? Like, he deserves it. He's always had something come up. His playoff success has been limited, but what a great player. This is a point guard. Like, I don't know how to put. This is a point guard right here. And Chris Paul getting up there in age, but he will still produce. Number 3, my guy Kyrie Irving. If you guys watched the finals, which if you're watching this video, I assumed you did, this man performed, and I loved it. I loved it. LeBron needed this guy to come out, and he did. He came out for his man, and he basically hit the biggest shot of the series of, maybe a top 10 all-time greatest final shot, that 3 over Steph Curry. So, definitely going to come out. LeBron's going to need more rest this season. He's going to take a bigger role. And at number 2, man, like, these next 2 is going to cause some controversy. I know it. But at number 2, man, I got Stephen Curry. Now, let me explain why before you guys go crazy. Nothing but respect for Steph Curry. Greatest shooter of all time, no doubt about it. Champion, unanimous MVP, deserving of it. But when it comes to the finals, he just doesn't perform. And it's not even that. It's not even about the finals performance that's putting him at number 2. It's the fact that he has too many options on his team. It will take away from him, which he doesn't find as a bad thing, I don't think. But, he can still have an amazing season. I think he'll have an amazing season. It's just that it won't be as great with Kevin Durant and Clay and Draymond. There's too many mouths to feed. So, at number 1, my man Russell Westbrook. Who else could it be? I think this is the most athletic point guard in NBA history. I don't think there's any argument. I mean, look at this man's face right now. He is on a free agency season. So he's balling out. He's putting everything to the line. If he stays in OKC, it's only him. If he gets traded, he will still ball out. It doesn't matter where he goes. He outperformed Steph in the Western Conference Finals, and he is angry. I feel like something clicked in his head during that series that will make him the best point guard in the 2016-17 season. Expect it. This man will be a wrecking ball. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.